This presentation will tell you how Charge Manager supports your advice and business processes to sustain your business efficiency. We work with your processes in two main ways. First of all, the advice process, where you need to provide clients with a range of information related to their advisor charges. And secondly, with your compliance process, in terms of setting the charges, keeping audit trails and management information, making sure everyone in the business works within your policy, presenting the charges clearly to clients, and then reporting the data in the RMAR. Let's take this in a little more detail. You'll recognise the stages here: initial meeting, fact-finding and recommendations. There's an advisor charging requirement at each stage. In the first meeting, we need to tell clients the basis upon which they'll be charged. In the fact-find, the client may ask us what the likely cost is of our advice services. And finally, in the recommendations meeting, clients will want to know exactly what they need to pay us. Charge Manager produces two main outputs here. It will produce a quote, and you can change and amend these as frequently as you wish, and it will also produce a statement which tells the client exactly what they will need to pay you and how those charges are broken down. You're not obliged to use these documents produced by Charge Manager because you may have alternatives, but Charge Manager produces the information for you clearly and accurately. If we take the second stage of the process, from processing your recommendations into capturing and reporting Form K data, again there are advisor charging obligations here. We need to record the method of facilitation, direct from client, product provider or platform, and then we need to calculate the RMAR data and produce it by a certain deadline. So when you're processing the client's payment, Charge Manager will pick up how that payment is made, direct, product provider or platform. It will also pick up whether or not the payment is a lump sum or whether it's undertaken by instalments. Charge Manager will produce the RMAR return in exactly the format required by the FSA. It collects the data as you go along so that it's ready for you when you get to your reporting period. Finally, the compliance process. The regulator will require you to have a very clear audit trail. So you need to be clear about your charging structures when they are set up, and here is an example on screen which shows how this can be done in a very straightforward manner, and there are more videos which will show you the detail on this. And then here we show you the screen which the advisors work with, which takes the charging structure that is established and authorised by the principal of the business, and in the bottom of the screen we can see how this would then be implemented with an individual client. So Charge Manager provides you with everything that you need, but you have the option as to how you use it. So the quotes you can use with clients, or you can use them to prepare before you have the client meeting. You can use the statements with clients to show them exactly what your charges are going to be for the initial and the ongoing work, but you may have a preferred alternative. And the charges screen that we saw in the last slide, you can use with clients if you wish, but we'd always recommend again that advisors use this when preparing for their meeting and the advisor charging conversation. This is important if the principal has given some leeway as to how the charges can be implemented. And in terms of producing quotes and statements, these can be produced by the advisors, or they can be managed centrally by the support team, whatever policy the business wishes to adopt. So Charge Manager comes with a number of benefits. It makes sure that everything is consistent so that you have a clear audit trail and everybody's using the same approach. It covers all of the compliance requirements around advisor charging, particularly accuracy, audit trail, management information, and of course reporting. This is a complex and time-consuming task, and Charge Manager undertakes this as you go. It's also completely flexible in terms of how you set up your charges, fixed or in ranges, in percents, pounds or a mix. Charge Manager has been designed specifically to work with your processes. It should save you a significant amount of time. As a business owner, it will put you in control, and it will make sure from an advisor charging perspective that you're completely compliant.